Kanye West legally changes his name once again. Kanye West has legally changed his name once again. It seems as though he cannot choose one name and stick with it. This is the second time he has legally changed his name. Fans are wondering what is going on with Kanye, as he is not sticking with one name. There is a lot to uncover and unfold. Keep reading to find out more about this situation and what is going on. Kanye West not allowed to see his children. Kanye West has several children with Kim Kardashian. However, it has recently been revealed that he is not allowed to see his children at the moment. This happened shortly after he had a visit with North. Kim found out that they were hanging out with Andrew Tate and his brother. Both are under suspicion of human trafficking. So obviously, Kim did not want her young daughter around these men. She picked North up and will not let Kanye see his children at the moment. This is hard on him. However, he has to change his ways before he is going to be able to see them again. He legally changes his name once again. Kanye West legally changed his name to Ye. However, that only stuck for 4 years as he has changed his name legally once again. He now goes by Ye. It is unknown why he changed his name. It seems as though Kanye does not want to be called Ye anymore, but he wants to be called Gay Ye. It is unknown why he changed his name to this, or if there was any reasoning behind it at all. However, this is what he has legally changed it to, and what will be on all legal documents. Fans are in shock that this has happened, and do not know what is going through his head. In a move that surprised even his most devoted fans, Kanye West has legally changed his name again, and this time he didn't just go minimalist. After a brief stint as Ye, the rapper, designer, and walking headline has rebranded himself with a name that has the entire internet spiraling. According to newly released court documents filed and approved in Los Angeles County, Kanye's new legal name is Kanye X, the one who creates. Yes, that's not a typo. There are Greek letters, a dash, a title, and a philosophical punch that sounds like a Marvel supervillain, an avant-garde art exhibit, and a prophecy all rolled into one. And if you thought he wasn't serious, think again. He signed the court documents not with a traditional signature, but with what appears to be a glyph, an original symbol that his legal team confirmed was his new form of expression. The judge reportedly paused for several minutes before approving the request, asking, "Is this performance art?" His lawyer simply replied, "With Mr. West, everything is." He was too simple. In a video posted to his social media platform, YZYNet, Kanye addressed the name change wearing a silver cloak and standing inside what he called the ego chamber, a dome-shaped room he designed to represent the evolution of his soul. "He was too simple," he said, blinking slowly. "That was 1.0. This is transcendence. This is my final form. I'm done naming myself after sounds. Now I name myself after creation." The video cut to black with only one phrase echoing. "The one who creates, do not call me by the old names." Friends and family react. Kim Kardashian, who had previously supported his change to Ye, reportedly responded to the news with a raised eyebrow and a sigh, as seen on a behind-the-scenes clip from the Kardashians. "I mean, is this going to mess with the kids' school paperwork again?" she asked Khloe, who replied, "Girl, at this point, just call him by his Instagram handle and move on." Northwest, Kanye's daughter, allegedly told friends at school that she now refers to her father as Dad Omega, and that he's not like other dads, he's multi-dimensional. Meanwhile, Kris Jenner released a cryptic post on Instagram that simply read, "When your ex-son-in-law is now an equation in the desert." The new name wasn't just a legal shift, it launched an entire rebranding empire overnight. Within hours of the announcement, Kanye ZOMOX, dropped a surprise collection called ZOMO. The Ascens Ion, featuring futuristic robes, holographic sneakers, and a scent described as celestial bark with hints of post-industrial ozone. At a pop-up event in Joshua Tree, fans waited in line for hours to enter a monolithic cube, where Kanye ZOMOX performed a 7-minute spoken word piece in complete silence. Attendees were given blank notebooks and told to interpret his vibrations. One fan, Maria from Texas, said tearfully, "I didn't hear anything, but I felt everything. I think he's healing us, or maybe abducting us spiritually. I'm not sure, but I bought 4 notebooks." A name that comes with conditions. His legal team has issued a formal statement to press outlets, advising that Kanye should only be referred to by his full name or abbreviation. KZX, however, they warn that the abbreviation must always be spoken with reverence, and never during Mercury retrograde. In fact, in his new artist manifesto, Kanye ZOMOX writes, "If you say my name with skepticism in your heart, you're not speaking at all. Names are vibrations. This one vibrates at a frequency higher than Wi-Fi." He's also asked that concert venues begin referring to him in show titles as the one who creates presence. A Night with KZX, reportedly, he's in talks with Elon Musk to co-headline a spiritual tech symphony on Mars in 2028. Fans are split. Reactions online are, as expected, completely polarized. While some call it a brilliant artistic evolution, others are calling for Kanye to please sit down and just drop the album already. Twitter, or X, as Kanye would insist it's now called in his reality, exploded with memes. Kanye ZOMOX sounds like a Dragon Ball Z fusion character. Imagine being the DMV worker who has to type "the one who creates" into a database. At this point, Kanye's name changes are more consistent than my sleek schedule. Meanwhile, Reddit threads analyzing the meaning of the Greek letters have theorized everything from a hidden album name to a code that unlocks exclusive YZY vaults in the metaverse. What's next? Despite the chaos, or perhaps because of it, Kanye ZOMOX seems unfazed. Sources say he's working on a new visual album titled Name of Names, where each track is dedicated to one of the many identities he's embodied over the years, including Kanye, the Louis Vuitton Don, and now ZOMO. The final track, a rumored 20-minute instrumental piece titled You Cannot Name Me, set to debut exclusively on a streaming service Kanye is reportedly building from scratch. The legacy of a name. Is this just another attention-grabbing stunt, or a genuine transformation? For Kanye ZOMOX, the one who creates, labels are just the start of a bigger journey. His fans may never know what's coming next, but they're strapped in for the ride. As one fan said after attending the desert pop-up, he's not crazy. He's just playing 4-dimensional chess with our minds. And honestly, he's winning. Whatever name he takes next, one thing's for sure. Kanye, or KZX, will always keep us guessing.